Okay, so let me show you how to get to Brockwoods from the Witch's Stone. Here we are at the Witch's Stone. That way is Spot, and this way is the Brockwoods. And you just go down this road here. You keep walking, and eventually, let me just flip round. Just behind me here, you'll see it coming up, is a turning to your right, and that takes you down to a ford where you can park up the car and then head into the woods. This is Brockwoods. Well, the rain's come on, and but here we are, one of my favourite little short walks. Couple of things. First of all, it is really muddy, which is great if you like mud, but it means it's a bit slippy. So I'll put your wellies on, or a good pair of boots or something like that. It's no good for buggies or anything else on wheels really, so leave those behind. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit tricky to get round, but aside from that, it's a great place to go, and let's go and explore. One of the things that's really good to do in the woods, if you've got time to do it, is find a clearing and grab some old branches that have fallen off and make yourself a den. And look at that behind us, somebody's been here and made their own den already. So that's a good fun thing to do. You can spend ages just pottering around making a den. Folks at home, that's a great thing to keep your kids occupied. Now as you come to the end of this first section, we have to cross a road. So look, there's a sign there just to remind you. But as you come out of the woods, just be careful that there's not any traffic coming. Okay, and off we go into part 2 of Brockwoods. So at the bottom there's a burn, and Hector there, he likes to play in the burn. But he's not the only one, because look at this. Somebody here has made themselves a dam, and that's a great activity to do. If you want to come down here, just see if you can block off the river and make a dam. It looks like they've done a pretty good job with this one here. See if you could do better. Okay, so there's a nice bench here for you to stop at and have a rest. So behind me here is a great big clearing which you can look back at when you get to that bench, and that used to be Spot Lake. Spot Lake was a reservoir that supplied water to Dunbar in the 1920s, but it ended its life when there was a great flood, and the things that kept the water in, the kind of dam and the workings, all got damaged and eventually destroyed. But you can have a look at the old workings. Just be careful you don't fall off the edge, because it's got a big drop. So follow the arrow down the path, but don't go straight on, because that's somebody's garden and they won't be very happy. So as you come down that path, if you just turn off to the right by this old tree trunk, it takes you to the other side of those workings. Let's go and have a look. Here they are, the other side of the workings, and as you can see there's a nice big pool. Again, you might want to muck about in there, and this is the working. So this is where the water used to come out into the river. And there's a big tunnel. It's very dark. Well, we're almost back at the start of our walk, back at the starting point. It's a circular walk. The good thing about this walk is that at the end of it, if your boots are really muddy, you can come down here to the ford and get cleaned up. Just get your boots in there and give them a wash. But do be careful for cars that are coming down the road, because they do come down here occasionally. So there you have it, Brockwoods. Have a great day if you go.